Booyah. What's up? Y'all stuck with me again. Joseph's out with the flu, so yeah, and I'm just praying none of us were within contact with him yesterday morning. Because I've heard this round's rough. Oh yeah, you just had it, didn't you?
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah. I pray nobody gets it, especially my kids, because then our whole house will get it. All right, let's rock and roll. I think it's gonna be y'all are gonna learn the slides as I learn them. Tristan put it together. Does this thing work?
Oh, just click on the screen and then click on.
Okay, cool. All right. Culture in action. So I know we always go through here. We've picked number 7, representing the market center and the company in a positive way, always smiling at others in the market center regularly. I'll be honest with you, that's in my opinion. I mean, that's how I try to live my life, period. I always like to bring a lot of energy. I'm always smiling, I'm always joking around, I'm always laughing. I feel like it just lightens the mood when you're in a deal with another agent, your clients, that kind of thing. Bring the energy, always have that kind of mentality. Helps build a win-win relationship, right? Because that's the ultimate goal. Number 8, speaking without profanity. I think pretty sure that can go without explanation. Know your audience, obviously. But we'll kind of skip through that one. February birthdays. So we got anybody in here? Chandra's not here. Bo's not here today. His is on the 6th. Tina's on the 6th. Kim, Tatiana, Emily, Brittany Fiore, Giles. Oh yeah, what up, Scott? Sneaking in here on the 26th. And Evan on the 28th, and then we got Austin Barr on the 26th. If you see any of them, wish them a happy birthday. 2 days, we'll have 3 of them. Let's see. February work anniversaries. We've got quite a few. Shane, Derek, Dustin, Shelby, Greg, Ryan, Nora, Tina, Madison, Ashley, Landon, Chuck, Colton, Alexis, Rodriguez, Bailey, and Sarah. You can tell we kind of put these together quickly because usually it'll say what anniversary it is. Happy February anniversary, guys. We appreciate being in business with you all. Bucket list, Joseph's favorite slide. Let's see. Does anybody have a bucket list? I know he likes 3, but I always let you guys slide out of here with 2. That's how I roll. I like try to be the favorite. I've got one, but I want somebody else to go first. I'll say it if I have to, but Lexi, what you got? Hold on, Scott's got one. I can always count on Scott. She was talking.
No,
Ladies first.
I'll just kind of fill everybody's bucket. January felt like I know it wasn't just me, so I'm just gonna say it, like the longest month of my entire life. Like it
was.
really felt like it was 100 days.
Snowstorm.
It
I mean,
was
yeah.
crazy. And y'all are still here, y'all are still pushing through, supporting our market center, doing all the things, so just, I guess, like a general bucket fill, so.
Bucket fill for the whole
Congratulations, we made
office.
it to
Yeah.
January, so.
I agree. We didn't crash and burn.
Yeah.
We survived.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and say mine because you just spoke. Mine is actually Lexi, and I want to congratulate her for being on the family reunion panel. I feel like she doesn't realize how big I think she realizes it, but it hasn't really like sunk in. Like that's a huge accomplishment. Not to make you nervous or anything, but you're gonna be like live and there's gonna be a ton of people watching. That's awesome. I mean, what she brings to the table with command and stuff, she's teaching today too, and I'm gonna be in the class. It's phenomenal. So I'm proud of you, girl.
Thank you.
Scott, you got one? Give us a third. You were gonna say Lexi, weren't you?
I mean, here's what I did to her is I finally got on her schedule. And that's a smart thing to do. She got her schedule. I got her schedule. She helps me.
And it's pretty easy to get on her schedule, isn't it? Right?
Scott can do it.
Yeah.
And we're working away on this. I'm trying to update my database, trying to work on it a little bit. We work on it. She knocks it out of the park, and we're done. And I look at that the wrong file. I gave her the wrong file. So
In typical Scott fashion.
Yeah.
Right.
So anyway, I was kind of. I mean, she was kind of. She was kind of. Anyway, she fixed it yesterday, and I just appreciate that.
Yeah,
you made every right in the world got me out of here.
Yeah. So technically, we had like 200 plus bucket fills. Could you feel it?
Yeah.
So we rocked it out. Joseph's gonna be jealous. Oh, we're still going.
I had a legal issue come up on a deal and was like, I did that.
Yeah.
It's a big one, and thank you for your advice.
Absolutely. I don't know if I really helped.
It's out of our hands.
Right, it is.
But thank you.
Hopefully they get through that one. All right, let's see what we got. I think we did good on bucket fills. Joseph will be proud. Let's see. Team leader teaching moment. We are gonna. All right, we chose. Kristen and I chose contract to close checklist. Anybody know why this would be an important piece of the model that you need to incorporate into your business? I mean, obviously, not everything on the checklist carries the same weight, and we may not do every single one of those. But is anybody using one of these? Do you have a checklist you're going through? I mean, and it may not be this one. Obviously, you can put your own together, right? Just kind of going through here. I mean, it just keeps you in line and in pace with what's coming next. And we want to always lead with communication, right? So if we're in this contract, we got to keep our clients informed of what's coming next. Because the last thing you want is them to be, I mean, because you may do this in your initial meeting with them, but like us, they're not going to remember that stuff. Buying a house is one of the most important things. If you had that initial meeting with them and went through the buyer presentation, you may have told them all these steps, but they're not going to remember it when they're in the moment. So this helps keep you in line with what's next, and you can relay that onto them so they always are prepared, right? I'll let you all just take this home and read through this. If you're not incorporating this in, it's in command. Lexi can help you get to that, and you can make it your own.
I can tell you it's super important because I probably get one a month where they go, oh, my client forgot to turn in the earnest. money."
Right? And that's on the
That is
checklist, right?
Step 1 and 2.
Yeah. Yeah. And you can actually get in kind of trouble for that if you're not getting the escrow check.
You can also put this in like a spreadsheet, if you're a spreadsheet person.
Like Tristan.
Or you can use the command opportunities and you can put all of this in, and then as you move them through the phases.
Yep.
You can check the boxes, but I do think what you said, Jesse, like saying, here's what's gonna happen next.
Right.
Is really important in real estate transacting, so like, hey, we just finished the home inspection, so here's what's gonna happen next, and then when you get there, you navigate that, and you say, here's what's gonna happen next. It's just leading them through it,
Absolutely.
so they don't sit in a death spiral.
Right.
So,
And the thing is, like, you probably already told them what's going to happen, right?
yeah.
But they're not going to remember that in the moment. So it's always going to keep them in knowing what's going on. All right, what we got next? We have tech tip with Lexi. Who got all the bucket fills?
Yeah.
today?
I got all the bucket fills, so we're gonna do a quick tip. So I'm gonna keep this one just a little bit simple. You guys can thank my mom for this one because she didn't know that this was possible. So she was like, that'd be a great tech tip, Lexi. So you can thank my mom for this. We're gonna keep it fairly simple. Oh no, did somebody log out of my no, okay. I got it.
She was so set up already.
I was so set up. Okay, so as you all know, this is your home screen in Command. You
It
can customize this. It is. You can customize this to work for you and whatever you need when you first log into Command. So for me, I have tasks at the top. I have our event tab, which you guys will look like this. We've got that NAR toolkit at the top, as well as a quick link to our training calendar. This goes to the Excel sheet that Hallie creates every month of our training calendar. So it's going to be the most up-to-date version of our training calendar. And then we have database health, product updates, your profit share. You can see all of your profit share year to date, monthly, all that kind of stuff once it's released. Here, activity stuff, leads to claim, most active contacts, your goals, and then any recent leads that have come in through here. So my setup is different than I would assume yours guys is, because you guys probably care more about your goals and your leads than I do, because I don't have that type of system in my command that you guys do on the agent side, right? So for you guys, database health probably isn't on the top of your guys' page, right? So what you guys can do is you can come into the top here and hit customize, and then we can move these around. So if we wanted the goals at the top of our list, so every time we log into command, we can see our goals, we can see where we're tracking, we can see how we're moving through the year. We can just drag and drop that to the top of our screen. The big boxes have to stay on the left, the little boxes have to stay on the right. You can check and uncheck things that you don't need. So just for example, I have Notepad unchecked because it puts just this weird random thing down here on the bottom and it drives me crazy. It just messes with it. And I don't ever use the Notepad, so I have it unchecked so that I have a nice square bottom to mine. If you guys don't care about that and you guys want to use the Notepad, you guys can. I do suggest that you leave the sponsored event at the top somewhere. that you can easily click into it because our training calendar is quick linked right there. Any other big events or like RSVP things or stuff that you might need a quick link to, Hallie can also add those in there, so just kind of keep an eye on that sponsored event tab. But you guys can move this wherever you guys want, like if profit share is a focus for you this year, move it to the top of your screen. Right? Joseph and I are taking referrals every single day for profit sharing, okay? So you guys can just move these around as you guys need them. And all of those things, when they're where you want them, you just hit apply, and then it will move things based on where you move them. This is super helpful. Your guys' goals should be at the top of your screen every single day. We should be checking in on our progress, making sure we're hitting our appointment standards. Our under contract stand, all of those things need to be hit every single day. So if you put it at the top of your screen, you're better off. I'm gonna kind of dive into a tech tip part 2 of the goals. If you guys have not set your goals in Command, you should. So super simple, you're gonna come down into the reports tab. So it's just the little bar graph thing down here on the bottom, and then just hit goals at the top. And then you're just gonna hit goal setting, confirm, and then you're gonna set your goals. What is your profit goal for next year? What are your expenses? What's your cost of sale? What is your business makeup? Are you 80% buyers, 20% listings? Are you 80% listings, 20% buy? Like, what is your business makeup? And then what is your average commission on the buy side, on the sell side? And then if you're doing any leases, there's also an option for that. And then the next screen is gonna take you to your conversion rates. If you have monitored your conversion rates and you know what they are, you can use your conversion rates in there. If you do not know what they are, you can just use the industry kind of standard conversion rates. And then it will pop up and it will tell you what you need to hit. So this is just an example. We put in $100,000 profit goal. With $18,000 cost of sale, 21.25, which should be your absolute minimum expenses. That's your board dues, your monthly office fees, your JWRI fee. That's your absolute minimum expenses that should be in there. Anything less than that, you're doing yourself a disservice on these goals, okay? So I would probably bump that up quite a bit higher. You can see with this goal and those expenses and cost of sale, I need 16 closed units this year to hit my. Okay, and then you can kind of take that back and we can make sure that we're hitting this. So if we need 48 appointments, divide that by 12, that's how many appointments we need every month. So that you can hit your goals.
And it'll probably tell you right there if you click on this year, right? We'll go to monthly or.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is just showing you, this year, this month. Yep.
Cool.
So, and then that obviously feeds into this home tile here for your goals. Wherever it is on here, as you close out opportunities and that kind of stuff, that will start to move. As we move stuff through the pipeline, that will start to move. So we should be creating opportunities for every contact in our database, putting them in the correct phase and stage within our opportunities and moving them along. That's what gets us our accurate conversion rates for next year. We know where we start people off in that watch, whether they're hot, cold, and then when we move to appointments, that's our conversion rate from a contact into an appointment, whether they're saying appointment set or move to appointment held, is your conversion rate for that. So moving them through that pipeline helps us know what our conversion rates are, makes this a more accurate goal next year when we know what our stuff is. Any questions on either of those?
Cool.
Oh, that's
We can
it.
book an appointment with you and you can help us put all that together for.
Sure thing.
Super confused, right?
2 o'clock today is website classes. If you guys wanna go through your websites.
Yoo-hoo.
They're gonna be Zoom,
Yeah.
I'll be Carlin.
Call the good old car line.
Right.
I've been there. All right, intro to listing reports. I think that's, let's see, with Dana and Chelsea, February 6th. So Thursday at 10 a.m. She's going to be going over listing reports and what you can get set up through her cool site. So everybody come check her out. Dana does an awesome job. What else we got? Valentine's for seniors. I know you all have probably seen it. If not, you're not opening your email. You want to hit on that a little bit?
So,
Super simple. Super
yeah, it is pretty simple. So for those of you who may not know, so before I came here, I had a career in senior living and activities, which is who puts on all this type of stuff. So Preston Green Senior Living is actually right down the road across from Costco. I'm friends with the activity director there, and he asked if we would participate in their Valentine's drive. So their goal, last year they got like 2,000 Valentines and they got to pass them out to all their residents. They have memory care, assisted living, all different types of service levels. So all the residents got to feel a little bit of love on a holiday that can often be pretty hard for them. So a lot of them are widowed or are just pretty lonely on this day. And so it was really exciting to get asked that because I think that fits into our culture really well. So until February 10th, you have the ability to bring in any Valentines. They can be pretty simple. Just bring them to the front desk, or honestly, you can pass them off to anyone in leadership and they'll eventually end up to me anyway. But just bring them to the front desk. I'll have a little caveat that like we can put them into. And I'm gonna take them on February 11th. So if you don't necessarily get them like by 5 o'clock on February 10th, it's okay. Just let me know. So I
Which is
can
next
know.
Monday. So you got
Yes,
like
next
a week.
Monday. Just try and keep them pretty like not kiddish. So obviously Valentine's can look a little, I don't know.
No Teenage Mutant Ninja
Cutesy.
Turtles.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
come on.
no, kids cartoons or anything like that. But like me and my mom, we bought like cats and dogs on some. We got one that was like cute, like food puns and stuff. So like anything that's just cutesy, just not something that's like Baby Shark or anything like that. But just bring them in. I'm planning on writing just little notes saying you're loved, all that type of stuff on them. So yeah, just take whatever you will with that. I hope we get a lot of them in because again, like I think this really represents our culture here. So I'd love for you to participate.
And if you can and you're donating a bunch, go if you want to take some time to do those so she doesn't have to sit there and write.
Yeah.
I know that would say so you could put a little slogan on there.
And we're just gonna drop them off over there. So if you're like, I can't get them done by February 10th, but I wanna sit down with my family and do it, again, that's a perfect idea. You can take them there yourself. Their deadline, I believe, is February 12th to actually be turned in. So we have a few days leeway there. So just let me know what you plan to do if you need help with them or anything. I'm happy to help.
I love it. Great idea. Thank you. Thank you.
I think it's about 40 to 50 residents. But yeah, I would honestly too, like, some of them might be girly too. I mean, it's Valentine's Day. I told them it's an excuse to wear pink all the time. The praying calendar looks like a girl all over it. So things are girly, but I would just, maybe get some boy kind of ones and then some girly one stuff. I think they pretty much filter them out a little bit too. So just bring whatever you can.
Cool. Great idea. I love it. All right. KWC ALC Fair. If y'all haven't been to one of those, these are really cool. So we've got an awesome group of ALC members this year leading the committees. We've got one in here, one in here. We're just gonna have a little meet and greet. There's gonna be a giveaway. We can ask them some questions. They're gonna probably talk a little bit about themselves and what they plan to do this year on the ALC. So please come to that February 11th at 10 a.m. I believe that's next Tuesday. Is that during when we typically do team meeting? Okay, during typical team meeting. And then awards luncheon. I know you've seen this, but if you haven't RSVP'd, please do. February 13th. So it's next week, guys. We need to know right down the road at Homewood Suites. Go ahead.
That QR code, yes, it's RSVP, but it's also to vote for superlative. So it's pretty important that even if you're not going to fill out that form because you get to celebrate other people in the office. So yeah, just make sure if you haven't already, go on ahead and scan that QR code. Fill out the form pretty easy.
Have we gotten decent amount of votes? Okay.
A little bit, yeah.
If you haven't, though, do it. Please, please, please.
So.
Yeah, absolutely. Dresses semi-formal, catering by Thea's Bassin Biddy Kitchen. Is that
Charles Files.
Yeah, that's Charles. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, so we can support them. That's even better. Awesome. So please do that. I think you all took your pictures. Family reunion, we've got that coming up. That's in Las Vegas, February 17th through the 21st. Get your tickets. You can scan the QR code. Go down there and see Tara's, I know, on a panel. Lexi's definitely doing a panel, so we can go down there and support them. Awesome event held every year. You guys should definitely take advantage of it. We also have rescheduled the Quantum Leap. It's going to be on April 5th. Tara, do you want to say a little bit about Quantum Leap? I know you've hit on it before, but
Yeah, so two things with this. Were any of you guys registered last time? I'm gonna go up front.
Yeah,
That's just.
please
I don't
do.
have a talk,
Please do.
sorry. Okay, so how many of you guys have attended regular Quantum Leap? Okay, if you haven't attended Quantum Leap, this is actually Quantum Leap was written out of Gary Keller's journals.
Mhm.
And it is the class that we actually recommend you attend before you ever set your real estate goals. It's not a real estate course, it's a U course. It's really about like your life, your personal life mission, vision, values, beliefs, and perspective, what you wanna accomplish in this lifetime. And the adult version of this is being taught in Louisville in like 2 weeks.
On the same day as our awards, so if you're not going to awards, you better be going to.
Yeah, it's on that Thursday, and Linda McKissick is teaching it. And I had the opportunity to take it with Linda in 2014. And it, like, when I say it changed my life, it literally changed my life. So that is Quantum Leap, and Gary teaches this in Austin once a year. It's very difficult to get into because he teaches it for young adults, okay? That's what this class is. It's called QL Next Generation. It's for people that are between the age of 18 and 29. So anybody have young adult children, or is it just me? Yes.
And it's not even for if they're going into real estate, it could be any field. Yeah.
So the class is free, so this is this side, there's two things happening in this. This side is free class for young adults between 18 and 29. By attending, they qualify for 90 days of free one-to-one coaching for career coaching, plus up to $10,000 in grants for education. So like, it's literally like, if you think about your kids understanding what they want to accomplish in their lifetime and what their impact is gonna be and how many lives they wanna change or impact or whatever, and what their career path could look like, that's this. Now, in addition to that, Keller Williams has an opportunity for us to teach this in our local markets. And that is the QL Next Gen preview. So if you're someone that's passionate about helping young adults live their best life, you can actually be a certified instructor to go out into any market and teach. We have people that teach this in high schools. We have people that teach this like at libraries in their community. And they set up their own Quantum Leap for young adults, and they teach it through sponsorships as a way to make a local impact. So one is for your young adults for free. The second one is it's a $99 ticket. You get a discount code for your teaching packet, and you can actually come see someone facilitate this at a really high level. So KWRI is bringing in their best instructor. They are bringing in the director of QL Next Gen with KW Cares. Her name is Brandy Love. And then Joel Fisher is their director of operations. So they literally, it's like Austin is hosting an event.
It's
with
like they're
us.
coming here, yeah.
They're all coming in.
Very hard to get.
Yeah, it's a
very hard
big
to
deal.
get.
So we have 100 seats. I think we were at 80 before we rescheduled. That's a lot, but hopefully that helps. It makes sense.
Absolutely. Oh, and thank you. We are done. Thank you. And thank you to Hallie for going to get breakfast since we didn't have a sponsor today. I'll be getting some Fruity Pebbles. You can tell a youngin got the cereal.
Yeah.
Cause it's like sugar, orange juice. How's that? No, I appreciate you guys getting this together. I know it's last minute with Joseph being out sick. We hope he gets better and feels better. But I appreciate y'all being here.
Joseph has
He has the flu and strep.
this
It's bad.
flu.
Mhm.
um,
Hey, she just got over it.
I thought it was that.
Yeah. My sister-in-law had it and she actually was able to go back to work, but she felt bad for like 2 weeks.
Yes.
I mean,
it is something.
yeah.
I'm scared because I've never got
Yeah.
like ever in my life.
You washing your
I'm
hands?
like, y'all is making me.
You've never had the flu, you're lucky.
I've never.
You are lucky.
That.
I don't want it. Well, thank you all for coming in and braving the flu season, obviously.
See you later.
See you at 2:00 for command. Let's see. Where are we at here? I can't do this stuff. How do you get to the Zoom screen? Oh, it's right there. Oh, it was literally right there.